Hello everyone, my name is Samat Chakravarti and today we will be learning the application method for Permic as ground insulating material. First of all, let us know what exactly Permic is and where it can be applied. Permic is a flame retardant coating designed for electric insulation in wide range of electrical equipments and applications. The coating is single component based. It is designed specifically to work at high operating temperatures and in demanding service requirements like presence of oil, grease, dust, and many more. It is highly resistant to moisture, oxidation, UV radiations, and external weather ability. It also exhibits extremely good bonding, surface hardness, and surface finish on the substrate post-application and curing. The coating is available in various colors like red, yellow, blue, black, and transparent. Some of the few applications of Permic are as Class H finishing insulation coat on bus bars, open metal conductors, ceramic, and proclaim covers, as ground insulation on electric panels, an ideal replacement for heat shrink sleeves in HT panels and feeder pillars. It can also be easily applied on composite insulators to improve dielectric properties, as insulation coating on the roof of electrical locos and metros. Today, we will be looking how Permic is applied on ground. Here, by ground, we mean the concrete surface next to electrical panels as a replacement to rubber mats. Let us move on to application. This is the area we have chosen for applying Permic. As you can see that the surface is quite smooth. This is very necessary because a smooth surface helps in strong bonding between surface, it means the ground, and our coating. Surface preparation. The first step in surface preparation is cleaning the surface to make it dust-free. The surface should be cleaned thoroughly to remove dust and moisture with the help of a brush or a broom. As you can see here that we are using our paintbrush to clean the surface. If the area is large enough, we would suggest you to use a broom. The second step in ground preparation is application of prime coat tea. This prime coat helps in increasing the bonding between our coating and the surface. As you can see, this is the can of our prime coat. The prime coat again can be applied with the help of a brush. As you can see, we are using brush as a medium to apply prime coat. Prime coat takes around 15 to 20 minutes to completely get absorbed by the ground. Once the ground is completely dry, we can go ahead for the application of Permic. Permic application. First coat. Our Permic is currently available in three variants. Permic 5 for 5 kV electrical insulation, Permic 11 for 11 kV electrical insulation, and Permic 22 for 22 kV applications. Today, we are using Permic 11 for insulating the ground next to electrical panels. That means our coating will be providing us 11 kV of electrical protection. Firstly, the can of the Permic should be properly shaken before opening. It helps in proper mixing of the chemicals. Here you can see the can of our Permic. Always remember that the Permic should never be used directly from the can we provide. It should always be transferred to a container with a wide mouth. This helps in protecting the coating from getting contaminated and also helps us use only the required quantity. Here you can see we are using a plastic container for pouring our liquid insulation. Normally 2 coats of Permic are required for getting the required thickness, but in case of Permic 11 and 22, a third coat is required to attain the DFT, that is dry film thickness. The brush used in coating of Permic should have soft bristles and should be free from any presence of chemicals. If the brush has been used for application before, it should be cleaned with the help of prime coat. The first 2 coats should always be done in the form of A+. That is, if the first coat is done in horizontal direction, then the second coat should be done in vertical direction. We are not actually painting with our brush. We are just generously Patting the surface with the help of brush. Permic should never be painted like other normal paints. You can now see how we are performing the first coat. The second coat should always be performed only when the first coat gets touch dry. It takes around 60 to 80 minutes after the first coat is done to get the surface touch dry. Second coat. The second coat is performed with the help of brush, but now in a vertical direction. Now you can see this that we are again patting the surface with the help of brush. Let us now talk about the coverage of Permic in terms of area covered liters. Under lab condition, it has been found that an area of around 15 square feet can be covered by using 1 liter of Permic 11. However, the coverage also depends on the surface on which the coating is being applied. Some surface absorbs more Permic than others. We should try to cover all visible apertures and holes. In case of Permic 11, we need a dry film thickness of around 250 microns. For Permic 5 and Permic 22, the required thickness is 80 to 100 microns and 300 to 320 microns respectively. Now we can see after the second coat, we are getting a more smoother and glossy finish. Talking about the properties of Permic, Permic 11 is an electrical insulating material given a value of electrical breakdown strength 44 kV with 3 coats. This has been tested as per IS 10026. Permic is anti-tracking and passes according to IS 10026 at 25 degrees Celsius and 600 volts. Besides being track resistant, Permic is also flame retardant and resistant to fire according to test standards UL 94VO and IS 163 respectively. We also have ERDA certification for Permic 5 and Permic 11. Permic is designed for Class H applications, which means it can withstand a temperature up to 180 degrees Celsius. Permic is also resistant to scratches and extremely tough in nature. Third coat for Permic 11 and Permic 22. The third coat should be performed only when the second coat gets completely touch dry, which takes approximately 1.5 hours. In the third coat, we need to repeat the direction which we used during the first coat. In our case, we use the horizontal direction for coating in our first coat. So again, we are performing the third coat only in horizontal direction. It takes around 24 hours for Permic 5, 48 to 72 hours for Permic 11 and Permic 22 to get completely cured. Any test should be performed only after this period.
Testing of Permic. The most important test is to be performed is the electrical strength. For this, we can use a portable measure. As you can see, this is the measure we are using. The reading here shows the insulation resistance level ranging from 0 to infinity. This is a 1 kV measure, so it should show infinity as the value of insulation resistant. You can see the 2 leads of the measure. In the step 1, we will be touching both the leads. We notice the insulation resistant shown by our measure gives a 0 value, which means there is no electrical resistant, and the leads are conducting. If the measure fails to show a 0 value, then it should be first calibrated to show 0 reading. Now, we will be placing both the leads on the ground without any insulation coating. Here, we observe that we get some value from insulation resistant, which shows that there is some insulation barrier off the ground. In the third step, we will be placing one lead of the ground and second on the insulating surface. We will see the merger shows a reading of infinity, which means our coating is providing proper insulation. Beside electrical strength, we can also test other parameters like water resistant and scratch resistant during our field trials. For water resistant, we can pour some water on the insulated ground and wipe it with a cloth. after which again the mega test can be performed for electrical insulation. For scratch resistant, a trolley or a roller can be used. Here we can move roller or trolley on the insulated surface to check if any scratch is developed. Have a good day. Thank you.